Was uploaded 11 hours ago.
Story tonight, the Wall Street Journal is out with new reporting about how Donald Trump sent Jeffrey Epstein a lewd letter for his 50th birthday. According to documents reviewed by the Journal, the letter bearing Trump's name contains several
So it was from Trump to Epstein.
lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman.
That's crazy.
A pair of small arcs denotes the woman's breasts, and the future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair. Inside the outline of this naked woman, the Journal reports that the letter from Trump to Epstein was styled as an imaginary conversation between
I bet he didn't expect this note to surface like this.
Voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything, the note began. Donald, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Trump, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret.
That is mortifying. What the fuck could that like, oh my god, that could mean like so many bad things. What the heck? Where did they find this note?
Right. Now, I should note, NBC News has not independently verified the existence of that letter, which was written before Epstein was ever arrested, and that Trump vehemently denies the letter's existence. In fact, he told the Journal, quote, "This is not me."
He's threatening to sue them now, too. He's threatening to sue the original release of this.
Fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story. He continued, I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women. It's not my language. It's not my words. And of course, because we are talking about Donald Trump, he threatened to sue the Wall Street Journal for publishing this article. But this isn't just a personal matter for the President of the United States. This is also a substantive matter in terms of how transparent Trump and his administration.
It kind of makes me wonder, like, because they're trying to drip this out. They're trying to, like, slowly drip feed the American people to keep them fired up. I wonder how many more of these they have that they just don't know about yet.
Actually been.
Like, how would you even get your hands on a letter like that?
People familiar with the letter tell the Wall Street Journal that it was among the documents reviewed by DOJ officials who investigated Epstein and his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, years ago. What's unclear is whether this letter was also part of the Trump administration's recent review of the case. The Justice Department has not responded. The Wall Street Journal.
Well, they're not going to respond. Of course they're not going to fucking respond. Why would they? They're trying to actively cover it up, so of course they wouldn't respond. They're not going to tell you people anything.
Trying to comment. I should note that if this letter is in fact as it is described, it would have been written by Trump just 1 year after he infamously said this about Jeffrey Epstein to New York Magazine. Quote, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side.
Oh, that's rough. Oof.
Since Trump won the presidency in 2016.
Bro, he's literally putting his own foot in his mouth, dude.
We have wondered, what would be the piece of news that would finally pierce the Teflon of Teflon Don? What would be the piece of news that would finally enrage or just get through to Trump's base? We are now in day 11 of a news cycle that has finally managed to put Trump at odds with his MAGA base. And please do not take my word for it. Take a listen to how Trump's own voters are describing their own emotions right now.
They're angry, dude. Why are you protecting pedos, Donald? Release these files, man.
On right-wing political
Unless you are one, then of course you'd be protecting it.
I feel really betrayed, and I feel really, really angry. We have a president who tells us to move on from Epstein because it doesn't matter. Are you guys still talking about this seriously? And yet he still talks about the 2020 election fraud. He talks about the Hunter Biden laptop. He talks about all this stuff from 5-6 years ago, and he tells us to move on from the Epstein trial or the Epstein case. People like me will not stop talking about this. I feel so betrayed and so angry. This is not what I voted for.
I'm concerned about being able to.
Like, you have to realize that his main focus was releasing these classified files. He talked about it at every showing, everything. He just kept talking about it and talking about it. And now it's like You promise somebody to get an egg, that you're going to give them an egg, and then, you buy the refrigerator, you facilitate a whole bunch of other groceries, but you never went to the store and got the eggs. Like, what? Like that person really wanted eggs, and you didn't give them their eggs. Give them their eggs, Donald. They want them.
Trust Donald Trump to keep his word. In his campaign, he said he was going to let us know all of the facts about this.
You don't know where I'm going with that. It's a joke because Epstein's penis is shaped like an egg.
Now he's saying, go away, don't pay attention to it.
These Epstein Files, we were told that there was going to be released. There was this client list that was going to be released. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it's suddenly gone away and he's trying to gaslight us is like a punch in the gut to MAGA.
That's right.
Hear that quiver in their voice. They feel betrayed. They feel angry. They feel gaslit. They feel like they have been punched in the gut. Now, Trump's position here and the MAGA base's position here, it puts the rest of the Republican Party between a rock and a hard place. To satisfy their base, Republicans are eager to publicly declare that they are personally in favor of releasing the Epstein Files.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's all fun and games until these files either get leaked or released. And then all hell's gonna break loose, I guarantee you. It's gonna be a fucking hell breaking loose of unimaginable proportions.
It's a very delicate subject, but we should...
Part of me kind of wants them to be leaked, because that would make, putting these people in jail all the sweeter.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide.
I do think there needs to be more transparency.
I think you ought to make it public. And in this case, I'd just say, let's make it all public and get it out there.
You notice how it's younger guys that weren't around during this Epstein file shit that are all advocating for the release of it. So it kind of makes me wonder how many of these old dogs that are in the Senate and part of the government that actually took part in this disgusting behavior. You notice that it's all the younger people that are like advocating for its release. It's none of the older people. So it really makes you wonder.
That's what Republicans are saying about this issue publicly. That is how they want their base to perceive their stance here.
There'll probably be some older people that'll probably have something to do with it, but they're advocating for the release of it because they don't want to lose their people.
But because they don't want to anger the president, most Republicans don't actually want to vote to release anything. Mm-hmm. As more than a dozen Republican Congress members and aides told Politico today, House Republicans are pressuring their leadership to send members home for summer weeks early, before they have to go on the record voting yes or no on whether to release the files related to Epstein.
Oh, I bet.
I bet that the issue will...
The fact that the Senate has vacation, kiss my fucking ass. Seriously, kiss my fucking ass. Military doesn't have vacation. Why should the government?
Will have died down once lawmakers come back in the fall. Meanwhile, the fight over how to handle the sudden crisis in the Republican Party...
You know what I hope? I hope that while they're on their wonderful little vacation, these files get leaked. So that way they're not around for the shit show. So that way whenever they go back into recession, they go back into session whenever the fuck they get back from their vacation after they're done spending all taxpayer dollars on shit that's not theirs. They won't have a job and go to jail.
And these files, it is gumming up what was supposed to be a smooth glide path for the House to vote to claw back $9 billion in government spending. That legislation is currently being debated in the House Rules Committee, but Republicans...
I think they actually passed it.
They're reportedly trying to use tonight's meeting to create another escape hatch.
Yeah, I bet they are.
They will vote tonight to put what Politico describes as a likely non-binding resolution on the Epstein Files to the floor for a vote. Okay, so
bro, you can sit here and come up with any bullshit thing you want. Just because you push it through that stupid little building doesn't mean the American people are just going to let it go. You already tried that by posting some bullshit little bill that had crypto in it and they declined it. And these people still didn't let it go. You're not just going to fucking pass some little bill between 50 fucking people and expect the American population to be okay with it. You've already tried this and it failed.
Key word there is non-binding. Something they can vote for and they can say it shows they want transparency, while potentially not actually having any teeth. That is the situation in the House tonight, as Republicans desperately try to find a solution that appeases both their boss and their base.
Well, they should be trying to help with their boss. I mean, help their base. Can't tell you how many creators and content creators that turn against their base don't really have a job anymore. And where they put French fries in a fucking bag at McDonald's. So, like, first and foremost, the American people put your boss above you. Now, if your bosses decide that they don't really care about what they got voted in for, then that's great. We can just vote in somebody else. So you should be more worried about your base, not the boss.
Meanwhile, in the Senate, Republican leader John Thune told reporters today he's not hearing any chatter among his conference that they want to vote to force disclosure of the files. Democrats trying
You can say it all you want, dumbass, but the social media says otherwise.
to put them on the record anyway. Here was Senator Ruben Gallego, Democrat of Arizona, on the Senate floor today.
Mr. President, I'm introducing this resolution to require the Department of Justice to release its files related to Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, that attempt, it was quickly squashed by Republican Senator Mark Wayne.
What a joke. Seriously, what a fucking joke.